tight. Alright, let's immediately get ourselves another draw from the alchemy deck. Gosh, we're really butzing it up in terms of all this alchemy. Oof. I'm not finding potions, which is what I'm looking to find. There is the library though. Up to 2 students can work at the library to improve their best magic. I don't really want people to improve their best magic as much as I want them to learn 3 different disciplines at the same time, so maybe I just take new half-orcs, get 5 new half-orcs. Or I could get a blue dragon. Any student that crosses paths with it learns alchemy more effectively for a few minutes. Sure, let's get a blue dragon. And I'll put you all the way out there because you will actually move around the entire building, so it's fine. I don't have to worry about where you're actually located. Shadow deck. Do I draw from you now, or am I going back to the Inquisition? I think I'm going back to the Inquisition. So as soon as we get the ability to travel, we'll go back there. Travel is up. We go back to the Inquisition. We give them 100 of our shadow mana, improving our relationship with them. Now we're 25 in our relationship with them, which means students are generating 10% more light mana while studying, which is one of our end goals, is generating 8,000 light mana over the course of the run. Speaking of light mana, we have enough to spend. Heroes Chapel. There is also a heroic statue here, though. Characters working here have a small chance of getting the Courageous trait, which makes them more powerful in combat. I mean, more powerful in combat. It allows them to deal 1 more damage in combat. We need Retribution, right? Yeah, but we already have a Heroes Chapel, so we could just stack it on that. The quest is asking us to get Retribution. This gives us Heroism. However, now that we've got the Heroes Chapel 2nd level, we have the ability to get them a Protective Oath. Students who studied here lose 5% less health for 10 minutes, or an Anger Oath. They deal 100% more damage for 10 minutes. So we'll give them the Anger Oath. I think that might be relevant, possibly. All right, villagers, what do you want? So we have birth problem. Our cows are no longer giving birth, which is going to be a huge problem for all farmers. We need you to build us a fertility potion, or I'm told it's called. Can you? Our alchemists can lend a hand. So this is part of us being able to invest our alchemists in helping them. It's going to cost you. Those ingredients don't come cheap. We can get them to pay us 250, but we'll lose reputation with them. If we had a stable, we could say, our druids know some great massage techniques that could help. You know. Or we could say, no, we can't do it. Alchemists can lend a hand. Give them a hand or 2 there. Steadfast, antisocial, allergic to pollen. You're going in Blunicorn. You're going in Blunicorn too. You're ambitious. You're going in Hourglass then. All right. Man. I'm feeling a little behind the 8 ball here, to be honest with you. Like, it's not like I'm gonna have any shadow binders yet, but I'm also like really far from them. Like, I've dug a bunch of times and I haven't found potions. I've dug a bunch of times and I haven't found. Wait, I did find Retribution, didn't I? Retribution is, yes, in this Chamber of Truth over here. I do have access to that at the absolute least. You can go away. Let's go traveling. Do I have the ability to sate anyone right now? Not really. The student you just put in Hourglass was allergic to crustaceans. Was that intentional? No, and I shouldn't have done it. Thank you. I have exactly 25 natural mana right now. I'm going to Corpse Grove Village. I'm going to just say, wait, hang on. Guild's adventurers are rich, so I'd lose factional allegiance with the Adventurers Guild in order to get that. That's fine. Oh well. We came with fertility potions for your animals. Take it, free of charge. Costs us 25 natural mana, but it gives us plus 20 with the old peasants there, so the teacher salaries are now decreased by 30%, which is important because our teacher salaries were really high. They were 72. Or maybe they're 72 now. But they were previously even higher then. Light Sleeper, Shadow Disciple. Edith Godafra. Yeah, you go down there. Beautiful Child of Nature, Normal Wealthy, Jim Nicolaus. You can go to the Bloonicorn. Gwendolyn Winterfell, you seem like a Bloonicorn materials. Scarlet Barriers, classic Bloonicorn. Their parents have been going there for generations past. Ignore the fact that school only just started existing, please. Tribune Tribute. So this is what I was saying when I was saying that I may have a way around with alchemy for the orcs as well.
We orcs don't need much, but we need what we can take from those weak humans. On the other hand, if you could give us things directly, we wouldn't have to kill you first. That way everyone wins.
Always happy to give a tribute. That would be money for plus 15. Sorry, negative 10 from them. Be attacked by 4 orcs. Or our alchemists can craft whatever you need. 100 alchemy for 35 factional allegiance there. Damned good pickup for us. All right, come on. Retribution. Well, Sacred Halo. When a student is at least level 3 in Sacred Magic, I study Heroism and Retribution, so I have no Sacred Magic yet. They would get a Sacred Halo, their hunger would glow slower. Honestly, Archangel Winds I may want to start collecting, but there is also the Repentant Bed here. Students who sleep in this bed have a chance of losing a negative trait. I mean, purging some negative traits from my people is... No, I need to start collecting Archangel Wings, so I only need 1 level in Sacred Magic and 1 level in Heroism before it activates, because it's going to be so good when it's online. Is there a spike pillar on the bed? Yep. I mean, that's how you get rid of negative traits, you see. Bunch of spikes in the back. It's the classic way of doing it. Don't you already have several inspiring teachers anyway? I do, but the more of them that I have, because the chance is quite low, the more of them I have, the more I'm going to be removing negative traits. Henry Gaspode is dumb but well off. You may go in Bloonicorn. Albert Penalto, you're brilliant. Okay, you're going in Hourglass then. Whoop, we have the ability to travel also, so... I have a decent amount of money at the moment. What I might want to do... So seeing negative reviews where people were saying it's maxing out their fan speeds and graphic cards, people on very high-end systems, are you having any issues with the game? I have had it chug after I left it open for a very long period of time, leading me to believe that it's more likely a memory leak kind of issue. Other than that, not really. Would bothering the adventurers help you get the dungeons faster? I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. Like, I know some things in this game, but I don't know much. I know just enough to try and demonstrate it, I think. Let's go to the sneaky merchant campsite here. Looks like something I'd like, but those reviews are very concerning to me. I understand the implication behind those reviews, so... I understand why it would be. Meeting the merchants. Hello, hello, what do you need, friend? An alchemist comes to you offering sell potions at a discounted price. I don't care about that. I'm interested in new classrooms. How dare you? You offer me a nature room? How dare you? Gosh, I guess I'm just gonna get a second light room or a second alchemy room and stack them on. Are you not being... Sorry, are you not getting as many blue cards because we're being very picky on who gets into Hourglass? No, because the other students also do study alchemy. Right? It's just the people in Hourglass prioritize alchemy as their main. I'm gonna take the light room, pop that on top of the other light room to give it some more efficiency. What else can I do here? Let's get y'all to start prioritizing shadow and light also, as well as your alchemy. I'd like to get maybe a new house as well. Let's sell some cheese. You can only put one of the same alchemical resource into a recipe, so having an excess of cheese and nothing else is just not useful. Unbreakable, shifty, allergic to crustaceans means you're not an alchemist. You go in Blunicorn. Beautiful, shifty, demoralized. You are smart, but I think you go in Blunicorn as well. Wouldn't that be everything we have to... everything? We only teach Shadow, Light, and Alchemy? Oh, that is true. I'm going to take this. Todd Zhang has become an adventurer, giving us 200 gold. I just want the gold. Thank you. And it looks like Ida Vicker has also done the same. Thank you for the gold. Much appreciated. Hopefully that'll help. I don't care about Arcane. I guess I will get another refectory. Is this McQuaston technically a university, or did I find the wrong school? This is not McQuaston. This is... I don't even know what I named the school. I've completely forgotten, but this is a new file, not contiguous with the prior. Maybe I get another refectory and put it like there even? Okay, how far can I even go out on this side? That's not too far from the other refectory, really. I could place it on top of the other refectory, but it just increases the efficiency of this, whereas, like, it increases the efficiency up like 10% or 15% or something like that. But getting another one is just a whole nother room's worth, and it also gives us a lot more adjacencies to start playing with in the future. Also gives us more slots to put things in, which is going to be more important as I get more artifacts. I don't want to put it there. Absolutely atrocious to have asked them to build it that way, but look. That'll work. Ah, here's actually why I got the Zarceroth's raclette dish as well. Now we can have them gather around for a cheese banquet, and we'll get 5 factional allegiance with them, as well as 3 prestige points instead of getting a negative. Let's get a little bit more gold invested there. A second student hall or a medicine cabinet? Possibly an arcane room. I think we're past the point that I can really start focusing on arcane at any point and get anything worthwhile, really. That might not be true, but it feels it to me right now. And currently, I'm playing with feeling. Okay, so this student hall wants to go something there, maybe? Right, because that already has a way out, and I want that to be connected down there, because this is not connected through there. I mean, look, I could do it all the way out here, and just define a new area that's going to be kind of like non-barriered. Yeah, sure, I think we actually will do that. Get that student hall set up there, get some cheese out, get some cheese out. I think we'll just draw from the light deck as soon as we have the possibility. Although, prior to that, wait. Do I want to go back to the Inquisition with the 100 in the Shadow deck? It's going to be hard if I keep throwing away all of my Shadow to them to get anything. Dang. Maybe I just need to go to the Royal Bastion here. Are these forms all really necessary? Or we could burn the whole 4th floor. That'd solve the issue. 3rd floor, rather. Thank you for taking care of that. I cannot stand those bureaucrats any longer, so now that I've got an empty floor, what am I going to build there? I don't have a righteous cloister. Oh, so you'd have to have the card in hand for them to build this. Oh, so if I had the card in hand for righteous cloister, I'd discard it, but they could get 10 allegiance and
Observatory would give arcane alchemy. Potions workshop would give a bunch of potions. Let's leave it empty for future partying. I'll get 2 prestige points. So that's not how I wanted to resolve that, but now I know some of the things that can do for us in the future, should I have the resources to do those things. Again, in the future. Allergic to pollen, but you're passionate and ambitious. You 100% need to go into Hourglass. You are Hourglass perfected material. You're brilliant. That's enough for you to go in there. Elliot Anselm. Passionate and athletic, but you're a bit slow, which means, Matt, you're going to go into the Blunicorn also. Let's get the light deck draw. There's a Pegasus. We've seen those prior. New students have a higher chance of being elves. I do like that one as well. And active students in this room slightly improve their sacred magic skills also. So I'm going to get that one, because I don't actually have the ability to train anyone's sacred magic naturally. However, I do have an artifact in the Archangel Wings that wants them to have levels in sacred magic. They need lower levels in sacred magic as I get more of the Arcane Wings, but I just need to make sure that they have enough sacred magic to get that in the first place. I can also take them off the wall and put them elsewhere, so I'm not hard committing here. It's just where I'm going to put them at the moment. Whew. It's about time to draw from the shadow deck. Crypt, necromancy skills. See, why couldn't it be so easy with the other character, right? Crypt was simple. We asked for it and it was there. You're an inspiring teacher. Neither of you is particularly good, so I'll take the cheaper one. The Inquisition's coming to town. Uh-oh. I hope I have more resources by the time they get here. How high in the air do you want your crypt to be? Honestly, just enough to get a smell of it on the air for miles around for everyone. Unexpected gift. My dear heretic sorcerer friend, what a pleasure to see you. To calm any tensions there might be, we come bearing a gift. 125 light mana, 5 prestige, draw the card Light Room, which we already have. A pack of Blessed Halos, fantastic. Don't want that one either. Man, I'm just going to go for the prestige, I think. Thank you. It's weird that they do that for us, despite our oppositions, but I appreciate it. You're a Blunicorn. Arcane Scholar! That is a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. You go in Hourglass, baby. Alchemy Apprentice, you also go in Hourglass. I kind of want to visit the Orc camp and see what's up. Kinda? I'm gonna go back to the king, actually. Oh, you don't have a thing that I can help you with. No. The king is busy looking to train battle. Unfortunately, I don't have an elementals dojo nor a weapons rack, so instead, I'm just gonna grovel. The jack of all trades was a bit slow. That's true. That is true. With how excited you get when you start seeing an Arcane Scholar, you should really start offering some Arcane classes. Wait, was that an Arcane Scholar as well? I keep mistaking them for alchemists. No, you're an alchemist. Oh, you are an Arcane Scholar. But I took you for Jack of all trades, not for being an Arcane Scholar. Although I may have said Arcane Scholar before I realized you were an Arcane Scholar, not an alchemist. Alchemy deck. Butts. An observatory creates mana proportionate to student levels. If the students are very good, it generates a lot of mana. The room comes with a teacher. We can also get a guild banner to increase our reputation with the Adventurers Guild. Instead, I will take the observatory, but I'm not going to be happy about it. You cannot make me happy about this. And the observatory only has an entrance from the top, so I'm 100% just going to put that as high as I possibly can, so I don't have to worry about it for as long as I possibly can. You don't want to increase the boredom of surrounding characters. You can be clumsy and a little slow, I guess. That's fine. Let's have a look at some of our stats. Tiredness, boredom, and hunger are all reasonably within check. So for that reason, I'm going to go to the head teacher's office. Good point, Frostfox. And I will make... staff members get paid 3 gold per season, but they take longer to get rid of tiredness, boredom, and hunger. Or I could pay them more. Yeah. Maybe I underpay y'all for a little bit, and then I'm going to auto-manage the dormitories. We'll see if that starts causing problems for us. Meals are already paid. Refectory efficiency improves for every nearby stable and greenhouse for organic meals. That's fine. I think we'll leave those at the moment. Cursed locations. I'd like to have a word with you. I don't like that you practice sorcery, but I think we could work together for this moment. My inquisitors have found a few cursed places that need purifying. Perhaps you could send one of your little heretical sources there to be of help. So we could use 15 prestige points here to go to the sewers. It'd cost us 500 alchemy to go to the Archmage Tower instead. Or 500 light mana to go to the Dark Temple. I'm going to put We'll think about it for the moment, so that's just going to put that on hold until I do choose one of those ultimately. And I will end up choosing one of those. Shadow Disciple Unbreakable, sure you can go in there as well. Yeah, I'm about to get enough light mana to actually uncover the Dark Temple. I think we'll do that. With the right talismans, we could handle the cultists in the Ancient Gods Temple. Now we have the ability to have a look at the Ancient Gods Temple. So, this screen is sorting by skill total. We can throw a couple people out on the mission. We can see the kinds of things that they have gotten as a result of their trained stats. So we can see here Patricia has heroic armor level 3. So level 3 on all of the different schools of light magic. So the heroic armor lowers all incoming damage by 3. Can't go lower than 1. The protective ritual is an offensive spell that increases the shield of all students in the group by 3. After 10 rounds, triggers a random known spell instead. And retaliation has a chance to act immediately after taking damage. Grants 6 shield points before each combat. That also seems pretty good. You go there, you go there, you go there. And then I'm going to want someone in the front line with just a little bit more in the way of shields. Like David Bluth here, maybe? Courageous? Alright. So currently, all of them, save you, are casting the same spell in the protective ritual. Which is fine. It's their highest level's abilities. I think we'll send them out. Start. So our threat is up here in the top left. The danger meter fills each encounter. The higher it is, the stronger the enemies are. Encounters will become more difficult, but they'll also give more loot. So we're just kind of pushing our luck all the way through here. The White Goonie Pig. There's a pile of bone in the middle of the room. On it sits a white goonie pig with red eyes. It seems peaceful, nibbling on pieces of grass that have grown amidst the bones. You're unsure, but this could be a mimic. A what? This would trigger a boss battle for the skull and sword in the stone, but we have to kill an ancient marsh dragon of level 10 to do it. Unfortunately, we don't have enough beast magic to resolve it in a different fashion, nor do we have enough demonology and druidism to resolve it in a different faction. We could also just try and run away. I'm gonna fight. This is an early boss. Sure, let's do it. My characters get a lot of shielding, which is why I think I'm probably going to be able to get through this. I don't deal a huge amount of damage, but I don't take any. Like you can see there, Patricia took what? So it's going to be like 80 points of shield damage over the course of that, but no points of health damage. Forward! The Wandering Architect. A heavily armed dwarven warrior hails you. As she twirls her large sword, she explains how she's been studying the architecture around here in hopes of becoming a master builder, but needs some protection whilst taking notes. Killing goblins is quite distracting. Sure, I'll protect you. Ribbed vaults. The Dwarven warrior is taken with excitement as she looks up at the roof to discover giant ribbed vaults, which are apparently fascinating. It's up to you to get rid of the 2 trolls that live here. Your spells or forget it, run the dwarf. I don't have enough elementalism to be able to prepare some fire spells for them. Oh, if the enemies spread their damage, they are so screwed. Everyone's getting shields, friends. How are we dealing with so much light? Oh, I guess lightning is just our base attack there. Gnomish Flying Buttress. You're barely finished with the trolls when the dwarves wander away to admire a flying buttress, which, according to her, dwarf has wandered away, rather, is from an ancient gnomish civilization. This is all well and good, except for the nearby group of creatures who don't seem to give a flying buttress about architecture. Fight. Shields don't last between combats. It just shows the end state of the previous combat until you start a new one. Classic goblin art right there. Definitely not a wraith. Oh, it was like the ghost of them. Got it. A giant leap forward for architecture. The dwarf finishes her scribblings and thanks you profusely. She hints that what she learned here represents a major leap forward for architecture. She'd like to reward you. Actually, our school is in need of renovations. We can get a refectory, 2 dormitories, and 2 student halls. Perfect! Could you make the school look better? We can get 4 gazebos and an eternity vase. These are related to increasing your prestige. Or, could you help us build an alchemy wing for our school? We get potion workshop, alchemy room, rune scriptorium, and a enchantment workshop. Forward! The endangered musician. A bard is under attack from a group of goblins and struggles to defend himself with a mandolin. He screams for help when he sees you. We must help him. We can ignore him, or... Goblins. They'll probably run the second they see us. Available to us because we have high enough heroism. The bard is quick to thank you. He explains how he ventured into this place, actually looking for the astral piano, an ancient relic from a forgotten civilization. Actually, he would love your help, as the goblin is guarded. As the relic is guarded by a dragon and some goblins. Of course, we'll help. We get 5 with the Adventurers Guild if we do that, or a piano, but we're nice. We have to go. I'm gonna 100% go for this. The dragon is here, asleep on what appears to be an astral piano. 2 goblins are polishing its scales while it sleeps. Unfortunately, we don't have half-orc, nor do we have draconic legends as well as temporal magic level 4, so we can't get the other solutions. Instead, we're just gonna fight him manually. I wouldn't be surprised if Patricia took her first point of damage here. Well, I would be now. I love David Bluth there saying, ouch. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, really? You've taken no hit points worth of damage, but ouch, I guess. Thankful Bard. The Bard thanks you enthusiastically. Okay, he might struggle to get the piano out of the dungeon, but he'll manage somehow. In the meantime, he'd like to thank you and offers his version of a magical chant as a reward. A chant of protection could be helpful. We get 3 dungeon cards, healing, 2 dungeon cards, bark skin, and 1 dungeon card, Phoenix Feather. It does exactly what you think it does. We also draw the card Ancient Harp. All of these options will have the Ancient Harp for us. We could get Arcane Natural and Alchemy Mana. I don't really like those manas specifically, but... or a Chance of Stealth would be great, lowering our threat and allowing us to go further into the dungeon and get more loot. I'm going to take a Chain of Protection, though, so I have the ability to bring people back. Also, you have Magical Ink, which means that when we collected those cards, apparently we just also printed Celerity. It allows a student to act twice during each combat round. You use it at the start of combat, just to buff you for that combat. Trap Corridor. Trapdoors, poison darts, poisonous clouds. This corridor is filled with deadly traps. Moving through it will require great care. We'll retrace our steps looking for another way. Unfortunately, we don't have Assassination, an Elf, or Enchantment workshops enough to be able to do other solutions, so we just get a bunch of threat for doing that. I'm gonna move forward, but it's getting harder. You find yourself before a large door. Its appearance changes depending on the angle you look at it. First, it's golden and majestic, then it's covered in bones, and finally it's old and rusted. So if we had any of these keys, we'd be able to use them to get some really good stuff. But instead, we got to try and force it open, which is just going to give us a key. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to give Bark Skin to Patricia. Just in case. Actually, no, I'm also going to do that to Bluth. Because these are significantly higher level than a lot of the things we've fought before. And we seem to be fine. I worry because of our low damage against enemies that when we start taking damage, we will very suddenly take all of the damage. And that's how we die. Oh, you made a healing for us. Thank you. Forward! New flavors. You meet an enthusiastic halfling. He grips a large ladle and is carrying an enormous cauldron with various kitchen utensils. He says he's there to discover new culinary flavors. I don't know the place well enough in order to do the Adventurers Guild result here, but I will say it's too dangerous to roam alone. Let us come with you. You have to find something for the halflings, something edible preferably. Beyond that, the rarer, the more precious, the better. So we could kill some rats and cook them, could be good. Wargs are probably good fielding. Marsh dragon drool would get us the health risk waffle maker, or a soft boiled dragon egg. Must be worth a fortune. What the absolute heck? That is no number I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a number like that. Marsh dragon drool. It's definitely rare and tastes unique. I'm gonna go for the soft-boiled egg. I just need to try it. Allows them to act twice each combat round. So the person who should act twice each combat round, honestly, is probably Patricia.
Survive!
Ooh. Okay, as long as we manage to stun them for a round, now we're ahead of their ability to deal damage. Although we also don't really deal damage at any appreciable speed here. Oh! Patricia, you almost died. David also almost died. It's probably time for us to bail soon. I'm gonna healing you. I'm gonna healing you. I'm gonna forward. You stumble upon a large black gem resting on a pedestal. It looks inanimate, but undoubtedly houses a dark power. If we destroy it, we get 5 factional bonuses with the Inquisition. What is it that causes them to stop shielding and start lightning? I don't know. I think that's just when I get long enough into the fight that the game is just trying to resolve them faster. I thought that was what that was. I don't know what would be causing that stuff specifically. Okay, can we see... it's the spell. Sacred magic protection points to all group members can only be cast 10 times a battle. After it's cast 10 times a battle, it casts a random spell instead, so then it's casting lightning after the fact. Which I think is just everyone else's secondary spell is lightning. Let's unleash its potential! We get a boss battle against a demon prince and 975 shadow mana. I've got to go for the Gem's Evil and break it and then move forward still. The Wandering Architect. Your mission was pretty hard, wasn't it? Big old troll. Other dungeon. You look perfectly capable of defending yourself and I'm leaving. That's enough. That's enough for me. We get 890 gold, we got a skull card, sword in the stone, rune scriptorium, bunch of rooms, all-in-one cauldron card. I feel pretty good about that ultimately, I think. All-in-one cauldron card slightly decreases hunger, tiredness, and boredom for active characters in this room, but not enough to counteract their natural increase. There's also an ancient harp. Active students in this room can no longer suffer aberrations and misbehave a lot less for a long time. Let's put that in a shadow area because they get aberrations pretty quickly. Potion skills, a room that comes with a teacher. Let's put that down in the alchemical area. Pedagogy, excellent. You're a poser and a coward, but your pedagogy is excellent. You're badly paid. All needs increase faster. Right, we should check on how that has been affecting our stats. So sanity has taken a harsh dip since we started doing that. But nothing else really seems too different. Our income and balance spiked. Seems like that's actually kind of going okay for us. Roasting box. We can't keep this up, sir. Grading all that homework takes an eternity, and our students don't help. They're so unutteringly incompetent. The beds are like bricks, our meals are paltry, and not to mention our wages. This is why my colleagues and I have one demand to make, a special box that makes great coffee. Why are we talking about it without sharing drinks? Alright, I'll order you one immediately. Let's get him a coffee machine. I already gave him a coffee machine. Let's give him another coffee machine. Enjoy your second coffee machine, friends. Alchemy room, on alchemy room, enchantment workshop. We don't have a second one though. I do kind of want to offset these. Fun Unbreakable, Fun Unbreakable. Daniel Ray, sure, I guess we'll hire you. Rune Scriptorium, I already have one of those. We'll stack that on that. Active students in this room slowly increase their heroism skill. I'm gonna put that in the room that is already slowly increasing the heroism skills of all of the students. So I'm just getting just boosting effectively the efficiency of that room. Skull. The needs of active teachers in this room increase more slowly, and they may lose the unionized trait. There's a teacher's lounge there and a janitor's lounge there. Do we want to... Yeah, let's ununionize y'all. So the coffee machine makes you unionize, and then the skull makes you ununionize. Or rather, sorry, the coffee machine makes you positively charged, and then the skull confers a neutral charge by draining off the excess atom. We have so much money. We should be digging into the standard deck somewhat hardcore right now. Psychologist? The psychologist can make your students immune to loss of sanity? That could go there, right? The merchant sells cards for cheap? Yeah, but they're very broad. I want to be able to use my visits to go elsewhere. I don't know. I will keep thinking about that, maybe. Another lounge? I really just want private apartments, but... Is that going to keep them on site? No, because nighttime they'll still leave. Okay, teacher's lounge on teacher's lounge. Just increasing its efficiency a wee bit. Get some cheese out of here, some cheese out of here, some cheese out of here. I've got a bunch of money. God. A bunch of money, eh? When you start hard focusing on the goal for Necro Alchemy and Retribution. So that's going to happen as my cohorts graduate. So I currently have Necro training, I have Potions training, and I have Retribution training. So they're ready to start popping off. If people start graduating, especially from the non-Blunicorn, if they start graduating from Hourglass, they're quite likely to actually end up with that. We haven't visited the theater recently. You're right. Although, I forgot what the things are here. You want 2 religious cloisters and a reliquary. Two religious cloisters and a reliquary. We don't We don't have a religious cloister at all, do we? We have a reliquary. We've got one. But I think we actually have no religious cloisters. Gosh dang! The prison one sounds like it could come from Shadow Magic. It does indeed, but I'd have to get 2 prisons, which is a lot of digs in the Shadow Magic deck. And then Orc Hound, which is like either a lot of digs in the Nature deck, or it's having natural affiliation and going to the Orcs and getting a lucky event. So I think I'm probably closer to just getting the religious cloisters, to be honest. Because I can accomplish that while I'm actually accomplishing something else as well. I can have that serve 2 masters, so to speak, in that I want the light magic for the other thing also. I want the light magic for light specialists as well. What was the 200 alchemy you want to gain? 200 alchemy you want to gain. 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 That doesn't remove the minstrel distraction. The minstrel just pays you 700 for it. Standard deck draw, another shadow room. Yeah. Let's get a new house. An alchemy apprentice who is passionate gets to their highest level really quick. Oh no, an alchemy apprentice who's also chosen by light. Okay, yeah, you are forbidden to study anything except for alchemy, light, and you're allowed to study shadow. 1, 2, 3. The green stars. Very, very basic naming for that. But good, I feel. Lotendo, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Enjoy remotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Does Chosen by the Light get them upper levels faster than Passionate? No, but it will modify... It will stack with the Passionate modified as well. Priority Shadow, no? No, because they're really good at studying the other 2 things. They will study Shadow as well, right? They don't just do their priorities. The only things they won't do at all are the things that I say they are forbidden to do. Would it make sense to shift students around now? It does. It would. Like it does. How many students in here? It's just like I don't want to go through each and every one of them because this could end up... I could end up on this screen forever if I do that for long enough. Okay, you're brilliant. You can go out there. You're brilliant. Arcane Scholar, but you're allergic to crustaceans, so you don't go in. Smart Gourmet. No, but you're allergic to crustaceans as well. So I'm just setting arbitrary thresholds for what I'll accept on the other side because, again, sitting down and figuring it out would take forever. Okay. No real resources to do anything at the moment. We get a little bit more cheese, a little bit more cheese again. Elvis Triskel. You are brilliant. That means you're a green star. You're a Balloonicorn. You're a green star. Easy. Yannick the Balladful has become a stonecutter. Gives us 30 alchemy mana and 20 gold. That's one of the worst things they can become, but it's not the worst. Adventurer or Royal Taster would be better, but all of the others would be worse, so I don't want to roll a 40% chance to get better than this. Librarian, nice. All new students have a chance of the worker trait. Patricia Soler has given us this. Catch a round diffused Raven. Riven, sorry. Thank you for tuning in. But they could also become a vigilante. All new students having a 1% chance of having the worker trait is pretty good though, because worker is just plus 10% across the board. Squire receives 30 light mana and 20 golds. This person's more likely to become, Doyle Hamilton is more likely to become a peasant than anything else. So I'll accept that fate as well. Hero, nice. Reduces all prestige losses by 0.5. Another librarian here in Jazzy Annie. Yeah, that's still one of your best things. Altar Child. Okay, we definitely reroll you. We get Royal Taster. Receives 100 light mana and 100 alchemy mana. Pretty good one to pick up there. You. I hope that you learn to get something better than Adventure in the future. We'll reroll that. We get Royal Taster. It's good enough. This is David Bluth. You are a hero through and through. Reroll and become your hero. Your correct hero-ness.